but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along. He don't plant taters, he don't plant cotton, and them that plants
Lake Itasca, Minnesota. And this is the headwaters of the Mississippi River. These people are walking across the Mississippi River. Another look from the other side of the bridge, just north of the headwaters. The Mississippi River as it exits Lake Itasca, Minnesota. If you look real close, you can see some of the leaves in the river flowing at this point north. So the river starts at Lake Itasca, the headwaters, and flows north to Lake Bemidji, and then it heads permanently south. But if you look here, you can see the river moving ever so slowly amongst these tall reeds. And as I said, it's heading north at this point. And all this plant life and reeds and whatnot make it really hard to navigate the river. A video of the river from the bridge just above the headwaters inside the park, right near the visitor center. And shallow, moving pretty good right here, heading north. We're just arriving at Bemidji. This is Lake Irving. You can see it's pretty choppy. But this has been a good day. 21 miles since our last campsite. We're at our first big city, which is Bemidji. And we've got a room, or two rooms at a hotel here. So I'm happy about that. Finally get a shower. But this is Lake Bemidji. This is our second portage of the trip around a dam on our way south. So we loaded up our boats on wheels and carried them up this way to the other side of the dam. This is the other side of the dam. And that's the river, and my boat's right down there ready to be loaded into the river. Found a neat little resort here, and we're checking it out. Maybe we can get something to eat or a beer. This is Cass Lake. This is the portage at Lake Winty, exiting Lake Winnie into the Mississippi River. This is my put-in point below the St. Anthony Dam in Minneapolis. The dam is up that way. Today I'll be encountering my first tugboats and first couple of lock and dams, so that's going to be exciting. Coming up on lock and dam number 1, and my first one ever, so I'm a little anxious about this, but I know I'll get through okay. They're now opening the lock and dam for me so I can get downriver. This is great. So I'm pulling into my first lock and dam. The drop is 38 feet. Never done this before, so it's kind of exciting. I pull all the way forward and hold on to a rope, and down we go. So I'm being lowered at this point. I can hold on to the rope and sliding down the rope with my hand on it, and we're going down. You can hear it. Okay, the gates are opening. The lock is opening for me. Pretty soon I'll be on the other side of the dam, downriver. How fun.
My Instagram name is @PinaBaby, so tag me.
Right now I'm in some really choppy water from all the boats. As you can see, a lot of river traffic with big boats. Still off a pretty good wake. These are all the barges parked on the Mississippi. It's my first barge. Here's the signal cord.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can.
Hey, that tugboat's gonna be up next. It's gonna be about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, I can't get through ahead of it, huh?
No, there's no way. Yeah, he's got the chamber. He's too close.
Okay, sir. Where would you suggest I park?
You see that yellow cell to your left there?
Yes.
You want to pull over on the other side of that and wait. I don't know what kind of boat you guys are in.
Well, I'm in a canoe kayak.
Yeah, if you just want to kind of wait over there, and we'll get you through after we get him through.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
So this tugboat pushing 9 barges I've been racing to get ahead of since I put in about 20 miles upstream. I got to the lock at least 45 minutes before this tug, but the lockmaster said that he has priority because he has the channel. They always have priority over pleasure boats, so I have to wait an hour and a half for this tugboat and its barges to lock through. And the good news is I'm going to film it. barges have been loaded into the lock. Now the tugboat, which can't fit in the lock with the barges, is backing up. The lock doors will close and the barges will go down. And it'll come back up again and pick up the tugboat. That's why it's... Here you can see the lock gates closing behind the barges. This is the control room there. The lockmaster is in there. These will lock shut, and then they'll lower the water inside the lock, and those barges will go down to the other side of the dam. The lock is opened, and the John Dean Nugent is entering the lock. Barges hook up and be on their way, and then I'll be on my way.
Now work over to the wall. Right here. And just hold on to that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Right now I'm being lowered down in lock number 2. I don't think the drop is that far. Hanging onto a rope that they threw over to me, and as the water goes down, my hand slides over the rope. Well, looks like they're opening the gates, so I guess I'm down. Thanks again. Thank you very much. This is the giant Lake Pepin. On the left bank is Wisconsin, the right bank where I'm standing is Minnesota. The mile marker. Whoa. This is a roller coaster ride. This tow is pushing 15 barges out of lock number 12 moving upstream. This is a great little park where I'm watching this while I wait for the tow to finish moving out of the lock so I can move in. Got this great swing set here to sit in. Really nice. Memphis, Tennessee. Tent camp on what looks like a desert, but it's Arkansas, huge sandbar south of Memphis, about, I don't know, 70 miles. I'm sick. I'm cooking some chili there, and it's really beautiful here. There's the Big Muddy. There's David Evans. Hello, David. Look at the wake it throws up water from that towboat in the waves. And it's like that miles back. It really makes it hard to paddle. In the stateroom of that riverboat right now, the American Queen. Vicksburg Homecoming Parade. How fun is this? Natchez, probably 2 hours out upriver from Natchez. And this is about the best paddling conditions you can ask for. The sun's out to keep me warm, and the river is like glass, and a nice current going too. This is going to be a good day. Living in Natchez, you can see the row of homes up on that bluff. Looks like a really nice city in Mississippi. A couple of river boats parked there, and the bridge. It's really a great room. Overlooks the river. I've got my own balcony. It struck gold here. And you walk out on the balcony. There you see the riverboat, American Queen, and the river. Queen is now leaving Natchez. Really sad to see it go. Greenville Plantation, just outside of St. Francisville. Really beautiful. It's the kind of current you want on the river. This big barge and towboat is parked here, and I'm not paddling. Look how fast I'm moving. This is really great. This is what you want, a nice glassy water. This is at least 3 miles an hour without paddling. I can bump it up to 6 or 7 by paddling. Here at the port of Baton Rouge, how much different it is from upriver. A lot more industrial, more barges. I'm starting to see my first tankers. It's much busier. Really a great campsite. I just love it here. Look at that beautiful river. The mighty Mississippi. This has been one of my favorite campsites. It's really rough water. This may be where I stop today for a while. Probably the toughest day paddling with all the waves and the wakes and the whitecaps. You can see them out there. I finally got down to this point here where you see the barge. You can see the whitecaps down there. That water is super rough. It's like they're dredging the river there. I wonder if I should paddle under that and get a fresh shower. Get clean. Okay, Bourbon Street. And it's early and already lively. How does this feel like the Gulf? Look at the water is still and calm. Current's running well. The river is a couple of miles across, so it's huge, which is good because it's not going to be crowded with ships. And I can get out of the way. There's one coming up right now really easily, so I feel super safe here. And if you look at the horizon there, it's hard to tell where the water ends and the horizon, the sky begins. This is the cutoff to Venice, and then this is the way to the Gulf. 3 hours to go. There, that little boat, that's Larry tracking me. So we are now at the head of passes.
Yes, you are.
And
You're at the head of passes, the end of the Mississippi River.
And point out the passes again, Larry.
Southwest Pass, South Pass, Pass Alutra.
Beyond that is the Gulf.
Beyond that is all the other passes that branch out from there. But this is the last end of the Mississippi as it stands.
Fantastic. Well, thank
You
you.
have made your journey.
Fantastic. My companion, Ollie Power, Live Like Dan, been on this journey together. On our way back to Venice.